Now recording. Now recording.
Boo.
GMO. Happy Tuesday. Let me share my screen.
GM, how's it going?
Good. We missed this call last week due to East Denver, so it's a pretty short list right now, given it's like a quiet week, the previous one.
Hey Fox, hope you're feeling better, man. Good to see you, bro.
Much appreciated. Yeah, a little better. Not 100%, but definitely better.
Oh no, you got the virus too. No.
Everyone
Hope you're
did.
feeling better. No mask. All right. Can you see my stream, guys? Perfect. Alrighty. So, then did some cleanup on the triage sheet last week. Removed some old items that was already fixed by the previous releases, and some items as well that we couldn't recreate anymore, and just put it in the backlog, and just put it back if it is reported again. All right, so I think it's safe to just jump right in. The first bolded item here, I think this was already mentioned last 2 weeks ago. Yeah, for the unable to spend the BTC from the legacy account with the keep key. So I think ticket is still open, but we do have like a mitigation step for doing a send on the beta for now. Yeah. The next one here is the back button that's not functioning on the DeFi section of the web. So we're doing a check on the release right now, and I think this the button will be removed on the overview page.
Yep, exactly. I was going to
Yep.
say it's unnecessary because it's just going to get removed.
Yep.
Nice. Yeah, we'll update this sheet once the it's sent to prod. So that's looking good already. So next one is the assets with a 0 value or amount showing up, but it is still under the assets on the dashboard page. For this one, I think DeFi placed a comment on this. Let me go check that out.
And some people might want the 0 balance icon tokens on their thingy. I do.
Yeah, definitely.
Shows where you're spending all your money, or you used to spend at GK.
Well, there's certain coins. I want to. Oh man, I don't have my coins right now. Can I transfer more?
Oh, and I think DeFi had a perfect product team rather had a perfect solution for that. So the solution that they did was to add a toggle option to show or hide the assets with these 0 balances. So definitely up to the user if they want to see those assets shown up on the dashboard page or not. So it's safe. Your assets is safe, GK.
Woohoo!
All right. Next one is the send modal does not update to update the insufficient funds button when the user inputs the correct amount of funds.
I just tested that and could not recreate it. So this one might be resolved. We might want to set this one to be recreated.
Did you enter an amount that's maybe more than your balance?
Exactly. So yeah, I entered 100 ETH. It said insufficient funds, and then I changed it to 0.1 ETH, and it corrected, and the error went away.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
So I'm not sure if anyone else can recreate this one.
Yeah, I would like to add actually that I've reviewed this today. Yeah, I reviewed that this was actually fixed. To be honest, I'm not sure if this is still present. I didn't check current build as a comparison to what the bounty hunter has contributed here. But according to logic, it should still be here. I'll give it some another try in a few minutes.
Yeah.
If it's fixed, it'll be amazing.
Definitely.
Yeah, if anybody from my squad could check as well, deeply appreciated.
Yep.
Yeah, I do see that it was bounded out and was worked on, but maybe it was pushed into prod. And the last one on my list is on the web sending of the ETH to a contract address will give out an out of gas error. I'm gonna check this ticket as well.
I still get the insufficient balance even when changing it, and I just did it with the.
What's tricky about this one, obviously, is the error is correct. It costs more gas to send to a contract address. I'm not sure we've ever had the ability in beta or to send directly to a contract address without hitting that insufficient gas error. Really, I think the only solution would be custom gas fees, or I guess if the system is able to detect that it was a contract address and increase the gas price. But that might just be a limitation of sending through the web app for now versus like a MetaMask or something like that where you can pick the gas.
Yeah, and I think this only affects like a few users. I mean, not many users are sending some funds into a contract.
Normally with like a smart contract interaction, kind of like staking or unstaking the LP tokens, it'll, if you're interacting with the smart contract directly, it'll know that and prompt you to have a larger gas fee. It's just when you're like sending it without interacting with it where you're going to run into this issue.
Sounds like we need to better estimate the gas. We're probably just estimating the gas based off a typical transfer.
Exactly.
Whereas we need to estimate it. Hey, this is going into a contract, which is why it's running out of gas, because we're putting a limit, because it's kind of a safety thing on chain.
Lich, I was testing the one above that, not the one with the contract address, but the actual ETH. Trying to send ETH to another address, and it was giving me, if I did the larger amount and then changed it to a lower amount that should go through, it was still giving me the insufficient funds.
Really?
Yeah, that's still recreatable.
This was on app.shapeshift.com. Oh gosh, what wallet was it? Let me look. It shouldn't matter, but it was Portis, and
I recreated it with native MetaMask keep key.
All right, we may need to check on that further. I do see like a bounty was already sent out and has been worked on. I'm not sure if this is included on this release though.
I don't think it was.
All right, but yeah, we'll just update the threads as well if more information or screenshots are needed.
Oh, that's so. I'm just recreating it myself too. Yes, my mistake earlier. I had tried it in the trade modal, not the send modal. So if you're doing an amount that's too high in the trade modal and edit it, that error does go away. So ideally, that should be a pretty fix, because whatever logic they're using in the trade modal resolves it. So we just need to use that in the send modal as well.
For sure.
That'd be perfect. Yeah.
Do you mind adding a note to this that ticket, or I can do a Lich if you want? You keep working. I'll add the note. No worries.
Yeah. Thanks, you. All right, going back to the sheet. Yeah, it's a pretty short list that I have here. The only thing that we do see that's still an issue is the atom sends on keep key. So this also affects native and the mobile app.
yeah, there's been quite a bit of discussion, Lich, between Adam and Conscious, and gosh, there might have been another person involved in the conversation too, but I think that Highlander, yeah. So I think
Yeah.
that there's a thought that we might have to try to stand up another node internally again, which we went away from in December. So I know there's a lot of work to be, that might go into this. So I see John is here, so he might have some thoughts on this issue as well.
Hey, I just joined and was listening in, but what's the question?
There's been an ongoing issue with people not being able to send Atom on any of the wallets, and there's a pretty long thread regarding we tried to update our key our API key to allow the remote node to do more transactions and have a little bit more capability. Doesn't seem to have fixed it, and now the conversation's kind of shifted back to where we might have to turn on our own node again and spin it up and try to allow that to be the one that resolves the issue, but there's some consternation about the process and how long it's going to take to do that. That's all.
And Cosmos is continually progressing for the web app. So once Cosmos is supported on web app, then this will be a moot issue, and we'll just have to send people from. It'll just be another reason to go from beta to the web app.
Well, yeah, but it's if we're not running our own node anymore, then that could certainly be the issue. I'm not sure exactly how we're doing it. I wasn't aware of this issue, but yeah, it does sound like it's likely a node-related issue. If we're spinning up our own node for the web app anyway, in theory, we could point at that, and that might even solve the mobile issue, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, people on the mobile app wouldn't be able to get their seed phrase, so it's definitely something we would have to fix anyway, or else they'll just not be able to send out.
Yeah, we should definitely fix the issue, in my opinion, if you're not able to send. It sounds most likely like a node-related issue, but I don't have enough info.
Yeah, the transaction actually builds, but it's never broadcasted on chain, so it's 100% a node issue.
We could also look at just another way to broadcast that. Like you might be able to just hit a block explorer like MintScan, and maybe there's a way to broadcast signed transactions through something like that. I'm not sure. I haven't looked into it, but it wouldn't surprise me. A lot of block explorers have functionality like that. So maybe that would be a relatively easy fix, but you need a dev to look at it either way.
For sure. We'll keep on pestering Adam. Highlander said he was going to take a look at it on Wednesday, so hopefully we'll have an answer tomorrow.
Nice. Thank you for the update, guys. Anybody wants to raise an ongoing issue? I know that we recently had an issue reported in general by some users not being able to buy from banks specific to ETH and USDC. But the team is still trying to recreate this on our end, and I'm asking for more details from the affected user. But we did tag support if they received any tickets on their end regarding the bank's buy flow as well. See what else? Yeah, I think that's really it. We do keep on checking the open tickets in GitHub and update the threads as well if they are fixed. Oh, one question we do have for you, Fox, is we did create the we followed the new form in the GitHub, but we couldn't assign that specific ticket to the bug board. We could change the labels. Let me show you just a minute.
Yeah, it's just a permissions thing. We don't have permissions to actually change what board it goes on.
Under projects you normally would just be able to click. So which I can change it for you. You're on the Sun modal one, 1051. Let me take a look. I'm not able to either. It looks like interesting. Have you guys talked to DeFi Cafe yet about that?
No, we can bring it up to them.
Cool. That's weird that I'm not able to either because I am on the other board.
We'll make sure to include you in that conversation. Don't worry, Fox.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it.
That way we all get those axes.
You get perms, and you get perms.
Yeah, I think that's it from us. Any of my ops squad have any more issues or new reports to raise?
One thing that was found today that's also in production is inside app.shapeshift.com, the percentages are way off, and that could be due to CoinGecko. But we're looking at like 20% movements on 24 hours, but the graph is correct. It's a very weird bug, and I do think it's probably API related, but I just wanted to bring it to your attention. That's it.
Yeah, well, maybe we'll create a triage ticket for that and gather all the information needed for a ticket.
Yep.
Perfect. No, if no one else has any issues, I think we could wrap up early for now.
For sure.
Going once, going twice. GM, everybody.
Thank you, Lich. Appreciate it as always, GM.
GMO.